Welcome to this episode of BeamNG Roadkill Projects. Where on this episode, we're on a mission from God in the Bluesmobile. And no, not that Bluesmobile. That one. Yes. Yes. 454 power. So today, we got a fine automobile in front of us right here. Now, y'all may be wondering, why the hell do I have an Impala painted up like the Bluesmobile? Because, few reasons. First one is, there's no 1974 Dodge Monaco mod. Second of all, I kind of find it ironic that this would be the car chasing the Blues Brothers in the second movie, because it's newer, but also nobody really cares about the second movie, so it's not really a valid point to why I do have an Impala painted up like a Dodge Monaco, but there's all a theme to this. This thing is not a Dodge Monaco whatsoever. It ain't bulletproof. The irony of it is great, but, the whole line in the movie where, it's got cop brakes, cop tires, cop suspension, cop motor. It doesn't have a cop motor. It doesn't have cop brakes. It doesn't have cop tires. It has cop suspension. So, it's nowhere near a cop car other than the suspension, but, yeah, it's got a puny 305 in it, I think, which we're changing that, hopefully. I'm going to put a big block in it to get it closer. It's a 4-speed automatic, I'm pretty sure. And it's got an open differential and a bunch of other shit. But there's a reason why we got this car, and that is because the next Roadkill episode, or the main episode that's going to be in March, this is going to be the tow vehicle for what we're doing. So what we're doing today on projects is, we are going to go and rescue the test dummy car. We're going to see if it runs after the Christmas event that was in December. And we're going to go tow it back here. I'm going to do work on it for the next episode, but also on the side, get this thing ready to tow it, because I know this puny 305 is not going to... Is it even a 305 or is it a 350? If it's a 350, then... Oh, boy, yeah, this is a gutless 350. It's not a good motor at all. But, yeah, we got to put a trailer hitch on it, go get a trailer, and go and pick up the test dummy that's been abandoned at the racetrack since the second Roadkill Live, where it did a burnout and was still running at the end, but its tongue was hanging out. If you haven't seen that, it's in the playlist, but it's also labeled an Emu's 12 Hours of Christmas live stream. It's part 1. It's in the BeamNG and Pimp My Ranch video. It's the first one, so if you want to go and watch an hour of me doing burnouts and a bunch of project cars, go watch that video. But, yeah. So we're going to be on a mission from God. And I kind of like how I have the theme of 80s movie cars going on right now, because DeLorean, we got a Charger, now a fake Bluesmobile. What next? We'll do like a Starkey and Hutch, I think is one of like an old 80s show. There's a bunch of stupid things that we can do now, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the General Lee isn't from the 80s. It's more like late 60s, 70s, into the 80s. But star cars, we're gathering a few of them, even though the DeLorean is junk. This is junk. The Charger's decent. So, yeah, no, this is going to be good. But the only thing that we're going to do to this thing for now... Hold on a second. I was about to say, something bugging out with this game again. We're going to put a hitch on it. I don't even know if we can do that, honestly. We might not be towing with this. This might all be for no point. Ah, Caprice tow hitch. There we go. Well, yeah, I think this is a Caprice. Oh, look at look at that unit. Hold on a minute. Look at that unit. That's brand spanking new. I thought it was going to be rusty. Well, yeah, damn. There's no chance in hell this is going to go wrong in any way whatsoever. I'm going to show you how gutless this thing is, though. I've had this thing for a few days now, and I've been romping on it. But yeah, this is how terrible this thing is. It won't even do a burnout. There we go, and yeah, there's 60 miles an hour. It does 60 and yes. But the motor we're gonna put in this thing in this episode, it's gonna make it all worth it. But I'm gonna go grab a trailer, and then we're gonna head over to the racetrack and see if the test dummy runs, because I haven't looked at that car since December. Alright, we're here at the racetrack, and the test dummy should be all the way in the back, from what I remember. At least it was pulled out of storage for us. Oh my god, this trailer sucks. Yeah, the hitch angle's not really good for the rear tire. Ah, there it is. There's that lovely unit of a turd. There we go. Okay. Now the moment of truth. Like a glove. Oh, it'll survive. So, the few things that I did to kind of, prevent this car from blowing up, because it was, the car was probably at about 500-600 degrees after doing the burnout. And it didn't toss a rod. It didn't really, break. Of course, as you can see, it's not running good. It is a diesel turbo, but that's blue smoke, so the motor is toast. Rev's good. Oh, it doesn't like revving high. It seems good. Oh, it has no power. Alright, let's not blow it up. Let's not blow it up, because then I gotta get it on the trailer somehow. Alright, well, I'm gonna get this thing on the trailer, and then we're going to see how the Caprice tows, because I'm willing to bet this is going to be a pretty messy event. Oh boy. This thing does not like towing. And this is a heavy car too, because there's all the roll cage and the bumper support in the rear. Or like the trunk support and everything. Oh boy. We're gonna need to step up this thing's power by a lot. I'm going to try to go the I don't want to die way. Because going down that twisty coastal road, I don't know how this thing's going to fare. It already handles pretty poorly. And as you are now seeing, there's the handling poorly. Oh boy. There we go, high gear. Yeah, the trailer's not happy. Even though this car has pretty stiff suspension. It doesn't have a shitload of tongue weight though, but then again, it is a really heavy car. Good thing is it isn't overheating. It just wanders. I think it needs looser suspension. I don't know what kind of suspension it has, but I'm gonna have to look into it. Oh boy. This is all gonna be worth it in the end though, because remember, we're on a mission from God here. The test dummy has something really awesome planned for it. It's just seeing if the motor's gonna survive enough to do what we need it to do is gonna be the question. Stop. Come on. There we go. It's got good brakes. Maybe it does have cop brakes. It can't even do a burnout anymore. This 350 is gutless. Maybe I'll try to neutral drop it to see if it'll do a burnout with the trailer on the back. Doubt it will, but... yeah, I'll do a neutral drop here. Support 350. Oh, if it blows up, it blows up. Gutless. Just completely gutless. Alright, well, we're gonna get these back placed down. I'm gonna get to work on the test dummy, and then afterwards it's gonna be work on the Bluesmobile. Because it's got a 454 in its future. And hopefully burnouts. Burnouts for distance, hopefully. Hopefully. I don't know about that, though. Okay, so before we get into this engine swap, I need to see if I need to figure out a new engine for this thing. Because, yeah, this was kind of, you know, doing a burnout until like 300, 400, 500 degrees. And the motor seems healthy on low boost. But then the warning lights come on. Well, the dashboard can't have any more come on because they're all on. So I'm having a feeling that I'm going to be doing an engine swap in this thing as well. Really? Oh boy, it doesn't want to launch. Yeah, it's got no power. Yeah, it's literally like... Whoa. Okay. Well, we need to figure out a new engine for this thing, I think. As cool as it would be to get this thing to do what we need to do, it would be my luck that as soon as I go to launch it and maybe feed it a little bit more boost. Because right now, the car used to be on 55 pounds. Right now, it's on 10.5 just to save the motor. And even it would need to be NA, and that's not cool. So it's not going to fly with this powertrain. It's going to have to get changed. Don't know what I'm going to put in this thing, honestly. But... well, you know what? Let's get rid of it the right way. Oh my god, I turned two-step off. It can't even do a burnout. There we go. Yeah. Huh. Well, it survived that endurance test. Nitrous. Will it even work in first gear? Oh boy. There we go. There we go. That wasn't as exciting as it should have been, but there we go. Fuck. There we go. Alright, let's hop in this thing. And it'll stop. Alright, and now we have to put an engine in this thing, change the suspension, and add some cool bits to it, and then tow it all the way to Utah. In a Bluesmobile that's going to have a freshly engine-swapped motor, with probably no prep to the suspension whatsoever. So yeah, this is all going to go very well. But yeah, you'll see the engine swap on this car in the next episode, or well, in the March episode of Roadkill. But for projects, we're focusing on the Bluesmobile. So we're going to go and put the 454 in it, and then probably in Utah go and blast around in it. All right. Right there, everybody, is a brand new, fully tuned 454 for this thing. Oh, do I have to put the dual exhaust on still? I have to. Yeah, no, can't have a Bluesmobile without dual exhaust. Can't, no. No way. But yep, it's a tuned 454. Basically a brandy new motor. So, this thing's going to hopefully be a unit. It's got the cop transmission in it still. 3-speed automatic, which I'm a bit concerned about, but at the same time, I'm not going to go too worried or crazy about it. It is what it is. It sounds a lot more meaty as well. Let's actually see. Again, we don't see what kind of power these project cars usually make. I feel like for the Bluesmobile here, might be a bit worth it. Torque curve, let's see. 323 horsepower, 461 pound-feet of torque. Not bad. That last engine probably made like in the 150s, because it was gutless. But this is what we're here to see. Can it do a burnout now? There we go. Yeah, it's got the power to do burnouts now. Alright, don't wreck the rear end of the car already. Oh, way more power. Way more power to this thing now. Yeah, this thing's gonna be a pure unit. Actually, you know what? Let's try one little stunt here. I know from the Blues Brothers movie, it's very famous, but the parallel parking scene outside of the restaurant. Ah, come on. That was pretty good. Better. I want it a little closer to the curb, though. That's as good as it's gonna get, I think. Thing's a unit. Gotta put the hood back on it, of course, because it's the Bluesmobile. Gotta keep our big old big block stealthy. But yeah, stock hood. Nothing crazy about it. And... What else? else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh! Oh, hold on. Something I thought would be very funny to do. Yeah, little antenna on the back of it, because it, you know, ex-cop car, I feel like it would still be there. That's cool. And let me put the hitch back on it before I forget. Caprice tow hitch. And then hopefully 2 days from now, we're going to be towing the test dummy out to Utah. And we'll be blasting around the desert in this thing, hopefully. This is the reason why I'm kind of building it, so that I can go have fun with it as well. Yeah, outside of that, I'm not really too concerned about the radiator, the fan shroud, or anything yet. Even though I'm going to be towing a long distance with it. So, yeah, front disc brakes, premium pads, it's all heavy-duty shit. Rear suspension, drums, premium pads. Oh, this thing does have a limited slip. I thought it was, I thought it was an open diff. Explains why it slides so well. Let's just go for a little fun test drive around the block here. Still a bit gutless, but it has a lot better. The power is just ultimately better. Yeah. Power's better. If it can do burnouts, it's just already a winner in my book. Alley light's not gonna come on. No, that sucks. Oh boy. Thing's a ripper. It's gonna be fun on the back roads. Yeah, cop transmission ain't what it used to be. Pretty quick though, for 454 and a Caprice. There we go. Thing's a ripper. It would be cool to autocross this thing one day. I feel like this would kind of be a fun, like a rowdy car to autocross. Oh, the brakes are starting to go bad a little bit. Alright. Well, we'll be back in a few days in Utah with the crazy thing that we're going to be doing. I don't want to say it in this episode because March is a little far away, but yeah. It's going to be an interesting one, so stay tuned. Now look at this beautiful sight. This is a Bluesmobile in Utah. And this thing completed its mission from God very successfully. You're going to see that in March's episode of Roadkill. Maybe I'll put a little preview to what we're doing, because we do have to check out the area where we're going to be having our fun. Oh, this thing's fun. Transmission isn't happy. That's what I get for a retired cop car transmission. And it's a pretty peppy car. Like, the 454 definitely woke this thing up, so. It's got a cop motor, it's got a cop transmission, and cop brake, copish brakes. So, we're, you know, we're halfway there to a Bluesmobile. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. I was not expecting that rock to be there. This map is a bit brutal when it comes to rocks. Not surprised. The wheel hop is perfect. It's like the real car. This thing's a riot. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now that's what you get a Caprice for. The Thrash It Off-Road. I don't know what it is with these cars. It's amazing. I'm going to have to get another Caprice and lift it. I need a fleet of old Caprice cop cars and do a Crown Vic versus, or like a Grand Marshal versus Caprice showdown. Caprice and Impala. Because I mean, we got the burnout units. I got the whatchamacallit, the drift car, Grand Marshal. We need a drift car, Impala, or Caprice. Man, that would be a cool episode to do. Alright. So, if this is correct, that ramp right there should be what I need. 46 miles an hour. Or that's just trail 46, either or. Yeah, this is it. This is the launch location for the next video. Now, I'm just gonna say this. No, I'm not jumping at General Lee. No. Doing an idea that I've had for 2 years. Which, I think I'll give a little bit of a preview of that. No. That's not the Bluesmobile. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Because the Bluesmobile is safe and sound right behind me with its mission from God right there. That is the test dummy with airplane wings, and you are going to see what happens to it March. I don't know what day in March, but every first Wednesday of every month is a main episode of BeamNG Roadkill. And that thing is going to go airborne whether you like it or not. This has been an idea that I've had for 2 years. So get ready for some amazing stuff. But hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.